Pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. We, KSJK Builders Sdn Bhd, are pleased to present to you this video. Before we start, let me introduce you the team. We have Mr. Lau Ka-seong, Mr. Salahuddin, Mr. Junior Rak, and myself, Kaljit. The scope of the video addresses the differences between two similar projects occurring in Southeast Asia, Scenario 3 and Scenario 1 in Europe. The objective of the project is to plan, monitor and control the construction of the dam with due regard to quality, safety and of course the environment. Both projects start on the 1st of September 2014 and expect to complete in 40 weeks. The rate of heightening of the rock fill and clay fill shall not exceed 1.5 meter per week, which is at 0.3 meter the most per day. In addition, the maximum difference in height between the rock and the clay progress shall not exceed 1 meter. In terms of financial contract, the specifications are as stated below. The difference between both scenarios is that initial payment of $40,000 is given for dam construction in Scenario 1 and $180,000 is given to Scenario 3. $30,000 will be paid per completed meter of rock or clay fill. In Scenario 3, an early finish bonus of $20,000 will be paid for each complete week that the dam is finished ahead of the 40-week contract period.
Planning, amount of work, site investigation. In any construction project, the first thing to do is the site investigation in order to approximate the amount of work required. Identify any concerns which have to be addressed before work can proceed. Underground cables and surrounding communities are just two examples. Both Scenario 1 and 2 will require the same amount of work based on the dam design. Calculate the amount of work, that is volume of clay and rock, from the drawings provided. Estimated rock excavation should be around 540 k meter cube and estimated clay fill should be around 120 k cube. Number 2. Choose plant productivity. Since the amount of work has been determined, we should scout for the types of plant available on the market, each having their own efficiency and productivity. Based on their productivity value, the necessary number of plants can be determined in order to finish the work in the given time frame. Not, however, that the output will be dependent on the smaller of the capacities of the plants hired in a gang. Plant productivity can be compromised due to poor reliability in remote locations such as Scenario 3 due to its remoteness, and in developing country, the workers and plant operators in developing countries may not be as skilled and thus are more likely to increase the number of plants breakdown. The amount of work grain, project efficiency, haul roads, condition and the safe buffer distance between clay and rock. Height will cause the number of plants to vary throughout the game. Most of them are unforeseen circumstances. Cost estimating cost for total number of plants, training cost for environment, safety and quality, supervision cost for environment, safety and quality, salaries of clay and rock engineers, foremen and planners and secretaries. Same rates for both sides. Scenario 1 and 2. Site overheads should also be included in it. Weather season. Due to the difference in geographical locations, Scenario 3 has 2 wet seasons and 2 dry seasons compared to Scenario 1, which has a temperate climate and the rainy season occurring at the end of the year. Since the project is starting on 1st September in both cases, the work in Scenario 3 is likely to proceed faster as the rainfall precipitation around that time is lower based on the forecast before slowing down from December to February and picking up again until June, whereby the work should already be finished. In Europe, the progress should be slower at the start of until February and can only pick up in pace after that. As work will be a lot faster in dry season, we should always plan for higher progress in the dry season and lower in the wet season. Blow up rain has to be fixed at which all works should be stopped so that the haul roads don't get deteriorated to a high level. Number of haul graders should be increased to maintain the haul roads during rain. Now I would like to pass to Mr. Junior.
The fundamental objective of location analysis is to maximize the profits by minimizing the total cost of production due to geographical factors. The location of any given project will affect the availability of the plant, labor and skills. First, let's address proximity to the suppliers. Remote areas will make it more difficult to obtain plant, especially if the access roads are in bad condition. This will increase the transportation costs, but in order to minimize the cost due to the geographical location of the project, the planning has to be done well. Reduce the need for higher fire, reduce the need to store equipment, and optimize the resources. Availability of labor and skills. Certain geographical areas have traditional skills, but it is very rare that a location can be found which has appropriately skilled and unskilled labor in the desired proportions or quantities. Thus, one has to accommodate for temporary housing, supply of skilled and low-cost labor, provide for amenities, transport, and the basic needs of the workers, services such as gas, electricity, water, drainage, waste disposal, and communications. The regional regulations will also affect the amount and regards the project manager pays towards training and supervision.
Created using Powtoon.